Well. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to today's video, today's live stream. It has been a crazy 48 hours. I have jumped from 700 subscribers at the beginning of this month. 22 days in, 1,446. The algorithm did its thing after the Nogla shout out and my video and everything. So yes, we have surpassed a massive milestone. Whether things continue to move in that direction, project in that direction, who knows? Things I might even, I don't know. It's very nervous when you get a surge like I have of subs. You're very nervous. Like, oh, when they actually see you go live, will they sort of start unsubscribing? We sit at 1,446, which I'm very grateful and very blessed with. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed. But you do sit here and worry, like, are they going to suddenly go, nah, see you later, bye? And then you feel like a useless arsehole. And there's nothing worse than a useless arsehole. So, although useless arseholes tend to be full of shit. That logic track? Anyway. So yeah, been a crazy 48 hours. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has subscribed, and welcome everybody who has subscribed as well. It means a lot. We are moving forward, doing great things here on the channel, so yeah, it's all good. I think the best way to hit the ground running with everybody who's new, all 500-600 of you, big leap, is to go over what we do on the channel. And so if we take a look at the channel over here, obviously we're live now with the 1,000 subscriber GTA Online special. It's going to be not a relatively short live stream, but what we do every Thursday is go over the GTA update, and we usually do it a little bit later than this, but we've got another live stream at 6 o'clock anyway for the developer direct for Xbox. Hoping to see Fable. I did add the Elder Scrolls in there as well, so maybe at the end they'll drop something. But yeah, the developer direct, we're live again later on today. But we play single player games here on the channel. I did play a lot of Arc Raiders. I got very obsessed with Arc Raiders. The problem is, unlike Grand Theft Auto, for some reason Grand Theft Auto has been fine, but with things like Arc Raiders, I get bored of the grind. I'm not bored, but I feel like I get to a point where I'm like, I've got everything. I've completed everything. Yeah, and there's that soft reset that you can do with the caravan or whatever. That didn't really appeal to me. It's prestiging in Call of Duties in the past never really appealed to me. So yeah, I get to a point with online multiplayer games where I'm like, is that enough? Am I done? But yeah, we do mainly cover. This is why I asked in the chat, are there any games in 2026 that you're excited for other than GTA 6? We've done the Outer Worlds, Halo, GTA 5, GTA 4, and Ballad of Gay Tony, Red Dead, the Shenmue saga, which we will be continuing very soon, probably next week, AC Shadows, and that's literally from the beginning of this year. We've done that beginning of last year, really, and not even that, March. It's not even really been a year. And I'm, like I say, super grateful. We post short content, a lot of short content on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. And like I say, single player games. But I'm at a loss because coming up in this year, the beginning of this year, there's not a lot. You've got James Bond in May, right? May 27th, you've got James Bond First Light, which we will be playing on the channel. Then 2 days later, you've got the Batman Lego game, Batman Legacy, I think it's called. We'll be playing that as well. So, 2 releases very quickly later on down the line. But between here and there's nothing. We will be playing Star Trek, Voyager into the universe or whatever. I'm tempted to do an episodic thing with that every Wednesday, mainly because Wednesdays here in the UK was Star Trek Day when I was growing up. Wednesday, 6 p.m, Star Trek, BBC Two, and then you'd have the Next Generation, then an episode of Voyager. It was great, and I'm tempted to do something similar, playing through that over a period of time, and then obviously still continuing to cover GTA on Thursdays and a few other bits here and there. So, but realistically, other than indie games, there's no big titles coming out at the beginning of this year. And I do wonder whether that's the side effect of Grand Theft Auto 6, which has obviously now been put back to November. But yeah, let me know in the chat if there's any game that you're excited for in 2026 that may not have caught my eye. Because games sometimes tend to do that. They slip past, they slip by. And, Schedule 1, for example, up until it got big on YouTube, I was like completely asleep to it. But yeah, thank you for everybody who's continuing to sub. It's fantastic. I just noticed as well, 300 days now till GTA. Hopefully, 300 days till GTA 6. But let's run through and go over now to the Xbox. I think I've got audio for it. Super well prepared. Open. There we go. Device. And make sure we've got the right filters on. Like I say, prepared is not my being prepared for a live stream is not my forte. Beautiful stuff. So like I say, this live stream really, because it's 1,000 subs and we've got so many new people coming in, this really is a case of a welcome day, really. Welcome to what we do. Welcome to the channel. It's great to have you here. And yeah, it's an orientation day, like those shitty days when you get a new job. You come in, you don't really do anything for the first day. So we're just going to go through our GTA grind. I've got a grind timer at the top. So let's do. Currently, let's start the grind counter. And first things first, manage staff members, warehouse, send them all out, keep filling our warehouse, because I'm sure at some point there's going to be a double or even triple payout on the warehouses, so I want to be nice and full for that, so we can go ahead and make a big sale. I've got to get a new controller as well. This stick drift is crazy. I was tempted to get a new Pro controller, but I'm also very tempted just to switch to PlayStation. Daily income still 100,000. Wait, what? What day is it? It is Thursday. That shouldn't be at 100,000. That should be at 50,000. Because the double payout, there's something happened that I'm not aware of. Let's head over to Reddit. GTA Online. Unless it's for the whole month, we're getting that. No, not seeing anything. Why is that still 100,000? You know what? I'm not going to complain. The easiest way to make sure that there has been an update is to check. Let me stand up. Check the weekly challenges. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to complain. Not going to complain at that at all. We'll see what happens. It might take it rolling over and actually giving us an amount for it to update. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that.
What can I do for you, Daddy?
Fast travel. We want to go to businesses. Maze Bank West. So this is our standard grind. I am looking tomorrow to go ahead and grab the agency. I don't have the agency yet, and I'm sitting on 107 million. So
what can I do for you? What do you need?
That's tomorrow's objective. At some point tomorrow, we will be live here on the channel.
It's on the way to
But it's my day off, so I don't know what time I'm going to wake up. It'll probably be around midday UK time. I'll admit I was quite pumped when I got the news of today's bonuses. I was quite pumped. Because this week should be a really good money-making opportunity. The auto shop itself is 2 times money on all car deliveries, but 4 times money for your GTA members, which we are. I know people can sneer at it or whatever, but I'll be honest, if I wasn't a... Oh shit, a brick. As I said, a professional YouTuber. Getting there. But if I wasn't live streaming, I don't think I'd be a GTA Online member. Or a GTA Plus member. We also have some exciting news. I've started a crew. I've started a GTA Online crew. And it's open to everybody, but the idea of the crew through this and GTA 6 is to make money. That's it. No griefing, no bollock aching, just literally you're here to make money. And if you go into crews and search LMGM, which is the shortened version for Lambert Gaming, you will see that we do in fact have our own crew. Now it's open to everybody right now, but eventually, once we get enough members, it will go to invite only. So you'll need to know somebody inside the crew who can invite you into the crew. That way we don't get infiltrated by arseholes. And griefed. You know, we can just go on to a full lobby, so to speak, full crew lobby, so to speak, and, you know, sell your goods and sell your bits and do all that. So, yeah, that's my only stipulation with the crew, is that crew sessions are for selling and making money. As long as, you know, Rockstar allowed you to sell within crew lobbies, that's what we'll be doing. Right, so let's get this 50 grand in the bank. Manage vehicles. Shut up. Oh, got the hiccups now. I had a baked potato right before we went live, and yeah. Oh, okay. So I was I wanted my Mark II oppressor.
Fred.
Fuck off, Dax. But this does give you a chance to see our logo on the side of a car for the crew. So when you see that logo, you know they're here to make money. Right, actually I do want my oppressor. Manage vehicle. This is where it's going to say, oh, you can't get your thing out for 5 minutes. Again, I've never understood that. A cooldown timer on the mechanic.
Boss, some wheels? I can bring them round.
I press them up to, yeah, there we go. So yeah, we will likely be jumping back into Shenmue next week. Because like I say, the next game out that I'm going to play live on the channel is going to be that Star Trek game, which is more akin to a PC game really than an Xbox game. But I'd like to get Shenmue 2 done before that Star Trek game comes out, and then once that Star Trek game's out, and we do one every Wednesday, and Shenmue 2's done, obviously we're waiting for the enhanced edition of Shenmue 3, Mass Effect. We'll do the entire Legendary Edition trilogy playthrough here on the channel, and yeah, it'd be good fun. And like I say, Thursdays are GTA days. Everything else is open for negotiation and sponsorship. Yeah, there's not a lot of games to play. We've already, like I said, done GTA 4, Ballad of Gay Tony, GTA 5, Red Dead. It's this time of year when things are quiet. And there's only so much. I mean, I say that as I'm playing the most grindy game of all time. But there's only so much you can get out of Arc Raiders. Thinking about it now, I really hope that wasn't a typo earlier. If we get 100,000 out of the nightclub and 50 double money on deliveries, this is a bumper week. And like I say, as of tomorrow, I'll be adding the agency to our businesses. So we can do hit and hit and hit and hit. I'll show you on the map later on to all those newcomers that the core businesses, which is the car wash, the auto shop and the chop shop, are all like down here. They're all in one little area, and so that will be the focus of our grind. Will be car wash missions, not the illegal part of it, and the money laundering side of it. Did I just hit a bunny rabbit? And payphone missions until I get those 200 payphone missions done. And use that just to grind out a load of cash. Now, I will say this is the most annoying grinding mission in Grand Theft Auto. Because of that box, you can't fire straight back. And so you can't, unless you get out, you really can't do anything against these guys. You've just got to sort of weave in and out of traffic and hope that they crash. Because if you try to shoot, like, you don't do it till there. So you can't shoot behind you to try and take them out. You will see me at some point get fucking angry with this mission. $34 in, not too bad, not too bad. Let's take a look. Got a hands-on car wash which you can claim. Now, quite rightly, I have seen people make comments on GTA Online live streams, like this one, where people just sit in their oppressors going from point A to point B. Because this isn't the most entertaining content. Just me sat here going. But I'll also argue that because the oppressor is like an arrow to the next objective, it actually speeds up time between missions. Because if I was just to drive from back there all the way over to the auto shop, that would take a lot longer and so be a lot more boring. I think the Oppressor Mark II is a good time saver, but I do not want to see it in GTA 6. The day this vehicle arrives in GTA 6 Online will be a bad day. I mean, I will buy one, but that's not the point. Alright, let's go ahead. Call Mutt.
Hello, hello.
Make sure he's got enough supplies.
But I have plenty of friends with extra chemicals laying around.
I do also have double production rate, mansion boost production rate on the acid lab currently, so we'll get one of those sale missions done as well. Don't be far, don't be far, don't be far. Oh, 3.6 fucking miles. What a jip. Right, let's crank up the tunes. I can't tell you how many playlists I've gone through on YouTube of stream safe, non-copyright music that has to try and find one that's A, decent, and B, not lying through its teeth. Oh yeah, you can download all these tracks and your stream won't get copyrighted or whatever. It's annoying. Because there's always one or two tracks in there that catches you out. And so I've gone back to sticking to in-game music. I don't know if everybody's caught the He-Man trailer yet. It's weird. It's weird. I love it because it looks good and it looks accurate to the source material. But because it's accurate to the source material, it does look like a fan-made trailer. Some of it, you could even argue, looks just like the AI trailers. I don't know what this guy's up to. Excuse me. Yeah, it is weird to see like a trailer from a proper studio come out and it looks like either a fan-made trailer with parts of it like looking like AI trailer. It's really weird. It's just how far AI has come. And the thing is, when you look at the Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus, parts of that look fan-made as well. It didn't have that cinematic quality. But I suppose with everything being shot digitally these days. But yeah, trailer for He-Man. Looks good. Looks good. And I'm a big fan of things that stay close to the source material. Witcher Season 1, brilliant. Everything else, terrible. Season 2 was okay, but it sort of started to go off the boil then. I didn't even bother watching Season 3 by the end of Season 2. One was done. One was done. Thank you everybody for the continued support and continued subscriptions. It really does mean a lot. We're on our way up. You're here. You're here as we're starting to blow up. And it's going to continue to rise. At least I hope so. Gotta get my watch hours pumped up. And then we're good. I suppose actually as well to everybody who's new, a little bit about me. I look like apparently I look like Nogla, but overweight. That is something I'm looking to sort this year. That is the main objective. My career outside of YouTube. I've got on a good track, I'd say. I've still got a lot to learn, but I am a software engineer at a company that deals with sonar, anti-submarine warfare suites and stuff like that. So yeah, outside of YouTube, that was my main objective. I was approaching 40 and I was like, don't have a career, and so I got that fixed, got that sorted, worked hard through my late 30s and early 40th to get that sorted, and that's now in a good position. So next up is the weight. Take care of the weight. And yeah, that's basically me. I do realise this live stream was a lot earlier than we usually do, but like I say, the developer direct sort of on a Thursday nudged us forward.
All right.
Beautiful. So we've got a truck being broken down now. So I mean, we've got the car wash right here and the auto shop over here. These are the best 3 businesses to have in this close proximity. MC businesses I just don't bother with anymore. You know what I mean? I just don't really appeal to me. We don't have anything to sell. Okay. Fun. Oh, hang on. It's our crew emblem up on the side. Look at that. I mean, it's blurry, but fuck it. It'll do. So let's go ahead. Service vehicles. Go and grab the acid lab. Oh, it's over there. That's annoying. How far away is it? Shut the fuck up. Let me just go down here. No, is the answer. Honestly, probably would have been quicker to go in the proper route. Yeah, we're full enough. Let's get this sold.
Okay, you ready for this? I've been letting this shit speak to me, and I think I got it. We could be the next food delivery service, but...
Got a long one. We have got a long one. What you got? 36 minutes on the grind timer? 26? 20 minutes on the grind timer. Okay, okay. Not made that much this way. But we haven't had any vehicles to deliver, so... Not only have we got to go a long distance, we've also got the shitty one of dropping off 10 individual parcels. My favourite one has always been, and will always continue to be, the parking garage ones. Danny Foray in the chat. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Obviously new to the channel. Just watched the Nogler and Terrorizer react. It is Terrorizer, isn't it? A Terrorizer react video. Yeah, I did clip their video. They chopped my clip up and called me fat. So but again, that's actually something I might need to address, is the fact that they didn't do it vindictively, and you see that in my video, is that they weren't being horrible, and they are factually correct as well. But, you know, I could tell it was sort of mates down the pub sort of bit of jibes. So very much British humour. So you know, your mate's taking the mick out of you, sort of thing. It wasn't meant vindictively, and so that's why I took it in the vein that I did. And you know, I made my react video to react to it, to show that A, there was no hard feelings, you know, and B, that I didn't take it personally. You know, I'm not here to drum up internet beef or internet issues, or we just continue on what we're doing, and if people want to react, then people can react. It's not you know, people want to say something, then they can. It's up to them. We're just continuing on our path, and you know, if the Nogler then wants to react to my reaction, then he can react to that, and then I'll react to his reacting of my reaction. But yeah, it's all good fun. But yeah, good to have you here. Yeah, alright, yeah, Terrorizer. Terrorizer's off the hook. He sat there. To be fair, you could see him be a little bit awkward. It's like, oh, should we be saying this? There's Nogler just going, blah, blah, blah. I don't understand why it gives you a marker for the first one, but then everyone after that, it just doesn't bother. But yeah, Danny Foray, I hope you're well. Like I say, welcome to the live stream. drop a like if you're so inclined, and put your feet up, chill out. We're having some good times over here. Although I will state for the record, I've dropped £3 since that video came out. Oh, I didn't even fucking see that fence there. This bike is fucking awesome for off-road. Yeah, I'm on a private lobby. Fuck griefers. Speaking of. I have started a crew as well. If you go on to... Oh shit, it's fucking after me. You go on to Rockstar's website and find the crew section. LMGM. And the idea of the crew, like I was saying earlier in the live stream, is making money. You know, you can get a crew lobby together and just not grief each other and help each other out making money. So if you see my crew symbol come up asking for help, you know that it's not going to be somebody fucking around. Right now it's yeah, public lobbies are unhinged. They're fucking madness. And I say that's why I wanted to start the crew, and hopefully in GTA 6 you'll be able to sell in crew lobbies and still get the full whack, get the bonus and everything like that. But yeah, I definitely want to start a crew where the idea is just about making money. Yeah, 10 Mark II oppressors shooting it, yeah. And again, that's people... I mean, if people want to do that, that's fine. I really hope there isn't a Mark II oppressor in... There we go. In GTA 6 Online. But yeah, the idea of the crew is that you can come on, ask people for help. But when you go onto public lobbies, like you said, there's like 10 Mark II oppressors shooting at each other. A lot of that is just casual players who don't really care. They'll jump on Grand Theft Auto once every couple of months, you know, or they're waiting for their schoolmates to come online and do stuff like that, you know. But no, here on this channel and in our crew, we're all about the cash. Getting ready for the next update. Getting ready for the next update and making that cash. That's... I mean, if you could have your own crew server, PvP server, you know. Did that fucking bounce out of the fucking box? Motherfucker. Yeah. No Mark II oppressors in GTA 6. I think they'll sort of... They've learnt their lesson with that. In terms of gameplay. But you've got to argue from their point of view, they probably sold a lot of shark cards. So do you give idiots the ability to grief and then other players it? But then if this was more PvE than PvP, or how it is now, I'm not even sure describing it as PvP is the right way. But if this was more cooperative in the lobbies, I think you'd have a much better time. Much better time. Oops, sorry. I'm just trying not to hit the dog, really. I think you'd have a much better time in the lobbies if people were just doing their own thing. I like the way Red Dead handled it, where you don't have a blip on the radar. If that was the way, brilliant. I've not bought a shark card, not once. I've literally just grinded for all of my money. But yeah, if it's a trade-off of you can have the armored Kuruma, which for me is the best car in the game, you know, for missions, for everything. But we put the Mark II oppressor in. I'll accept having the Mark II oppressor just to get the armored Kuruma. The thing is, I understand why people are against shark cards, but see, the nightclub's still giving me 100 grand. That's not right, is it? I'll take it. Maybe it's for the month. Maybe I missed that bit. But I thought it was only for the week it was meant to give you 100 grand. What the fuck are you playing at? I've completely forgot what I was going to do then. Let's head down to the car wash. Great, I've got the cops on me now. How much longer we got on the grind? 7 minutes. Like I say, we are going to be live later on today again at 6 o'clock for the Developer Direct, but tomorrow we're getting the agency just to help fill the grind timer up. And we've got another car to pimp. So let's do that. Let's do that. See if that's double money. Like I say, if that's double money and the nightclub is paying out 100 grand every hour, And this week is going to rock my fucking socks off. I mean, literally for no reason at all, but whatever. Swap bikes. Right, is this going to be a smooth ride, or is it going to be a weird piece of shit? What we got? Respray. Sunrise orange. Boom. Install upgrades. Level 1. Brakes. Street brakes. Suspension. Street suspension. Bodywork hood. Carbon hood. Never been a fan of them. Dual titanium exhausts. Skirts. Carbon skirt. Wheels. Sport. Now, the wheels make or break a car. And we're on to the Deep 5. I'm also going to change them to alloys. Yeah, that is double money. So service cost is 35, which you get paid back. And then the delivery cost as well is double. Holy crap. Holy crap. If...
Hey there, I'm hoping it's gonna be a nice weekend. I'm hitting the beach.
Let me just get out of this car again. Ooh. That is beautiful. The Schaefer V12. Meant to be like a Beamer, is it? Pimped out Beamer. I like it. I like it a lot. But if that's paying out 2 times money, and obviously we've got 2 on the go, and then the nightclub, this is a bumper week. Get yourself on Grand Theft Auto Online. Join our crew. Make some money. No griefing, no problems. Like I say, right now the crew's open to anybody, but eventually it will be invite only. So be able to only invite people you know can be trusted, not to be arseholes flying around on Mark II oppressors. Anybody caught doing that is out. And of course, when it comes to like adversary modes and stuff, you know, inviting people in from our crew to play with me, be awesome. Be awesome. So the grind for the hour is nearly up. this. Hang on. Let's. Have we got any more business money to claim? No. Even Mutt's thing wasn't full, so that was a 350. I'll take that all day long. Shit internet 408. Oh, imagine if you got 404. That'd have been awesome. But welcome to the channel. Yeah, it is English Nogler. That's the polite way of saying it, rather than fucking fat Nogler. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. This is sort of an introduction for everybody. A celebration, first off, the fact that we got to 1,000 subs so quickly. And I thank everybody who did subscribe. And, you know, a welcome to everybody. An introduction. Like I say, one of those fucking shitty days you get on your first day at a new workplace. An induction day. Sent to the office. I don't think I've got anything in my garage here. There we go. So let's go ahead and keep our guys working. Actually, while we're here,
Insurance codes are up to date. End of discussion. Anything you need, boss.
while we're here, let's have a look. See how full our warehouses are. And again, thank you to everybody who has subscribed in the last 48 hours. It's been one hell of a ride. Rocketed to the top. Oh, we're not, oh shit. We're not far away, you know. You're not far away. And I will keep these full until, up until 100%, up until we get a double sale mission. Oh, shit internet 408. That's really kind of you to say. That's really kind of you to say. I'm glad my personality comes across in a positive manner, and yeah, that means a lot. Thanks a lot. Glad you subbed. Glad you're sticking around.
What can I do for
It's
you?
all going to be good fun. Just going to wait for this fucking thing now to get. I mean, how long? Come on, come on. I just want the mixed sales good. We started our timer too early. Got to stop doing that. Got to order the crates, get here, start this mixed one, then start the timer. Because now we're just wasting time. We could have done another mission. But yeah, so yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the whole Nogler thing. It was good for, like I said earlier in this stream. It obviously wasn't done vindictively or horribly what he said. So, you know, I don't want to, you know, oh, go and attack him or what. No, fuck that. Fuck that. It was a good laugh. It was good fun. So yeah, that's what we're here for. It's a good time. Good fun. So I watched another YouTuber earlier on today, was it last night, where he was playing Grand Theft Auto, and I say that he was sort of playing Grand Theft Auto. He was on his phone, not on here, but literally like on his phone, and just stood there. And I thought, how fucking boring to just be stood there. And now I'm doing exactly the same thing, but we're waiting.
Remember, I'll do anything as long as it's legal. Ish. Hi there. What do you need?
And I hope to stay genuine. You know, I hope that, you know, because you see a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that, and then they start chasing. I've never wanted to do this in a way for chasing clicks and chasing likes. You know that. I mean, let's talk about one other big GTA YouTuber, and that's Mr. Boss for the win. I can't stand him. Now, you may like him and you may subscribe. I'm not saying it's an either-or sort of thing. But, you know, he obviously started out as a genuine individual, but very quickly started chasing the clicks and the likes and fell off his horse in terms of being a genuine person with genuine opinions. And because of that, he started chasing the clicks and the likes and was disingenuous. And you saw the other day when the boiler exploded at Rockstar, you know, his thumbnail was of the offices up in flames and like, oh, this is going to delay GTA 6. Basically clickbaiting the fuck out of everybody. And yeah, and I don't want to do that. That's one thing I really hope that throughout this journey and throughout my time on YouTube, with you guys, thanks for the support, thanks for the subscribes, thanks for the likes, thanks for everything, is that, you know, I stay genuine as a person, and that that we can have a genuinely good community here, you know. Killer Wobble Bob, yeah, can't stand him either, fair enough. And same as Killer Wobble Bob, or whatever his name is. Started out with so much potential and drove it straight into the ground. I may do something that drives us straight into the ground. I may say something inappropriate and, you know, whatever. I think the days have been cancelled or almost over. But, you know, if I ever do get cancelled off of YouTube, I'll be straight over to Rumble. But, like somebody else we know. But, yeah. I'm really very cautious about staying genuine and staying true. The fuck are these mixed? Ah, there we go. Nico Ruin. I just woke up. Well, good morning. I assume it's morning, wherever you are, not the afternoon. Let's restart our start our timer.
What can I do for you?
Actually, just leave.
As soon as you've decided, I'll get the Pegasus rep to prepare the vehicle.
And you do see it a lot with YouTubers. They just sort of, yeah, they have so much potential, so much going for them, and then they lose sight of what it was that they came onto the platform for. And, you know, I'm very much aware of the fact that, yeah, I'd love to turn this into my business and, you know, turn this into my sort of full-time job and earn shit ton of money while being, you know, loved and adored by everybody. But I want to stay true to the fact that I'm here for the video games, and the opportunity to make a good community around those video games is very important. So I'll say that I'll probably be on crack cocaine by the end of the week. Given it's Thursday, it's not a lot of time left. Yeah, so it'll be on crack cocaine and do something really stupid. Just fall off the cliff at 1,464 subs. That is the other side of things. Is being genuine is being genuine. And you know, I already on this channel, if you go back through some of the stuff I've said, you know, some of my former live streams, you do say some off the cuff shit sometimes, you know, and do things in video games that are off the cuff. I mean, and genuinely dark, but as long as it's taken in good humour. You know, the British have always been known for their dark sense of humour, you know, and I'm very much about the, you know, the dark humour. I love Ricky Gervais. I loved the American Office as well. You know, I mean, you look at our comedians, Jimmy Carr and all those sorts of people. Dark topics, but always done, you know, with no malice. And I think that's the big difference. And so, yeah, being genuine is not just being genuine to you guys, but it's also still saying some fucking off the cuff shit that might get me in trouble. I am going to pick up a new controller. This stick drift is driving me up the wall. And I do some pretty off-the-cuff shit as well when it comes to in video games as well. Like, I think it was on one of the live streams where we got ambushed. And this is still to this day one of my favourite things to do in Red Dead Redemption 2. Is if you get ambushed or you take a camp or something like that, a load of enemies against you, getting all their bodies into a pile and setting it on fire. Now, some people might say that's dark. And I agree. But in my mind, doing that, like when the what's the gang in the south? But when they ambush you and stuff like that, and then you kill a load of them, and just put their bodies in a pile, set it on fire. And to me, in-game, that's sending a message. Now, that message may be, I'm a psychopathic YouTuber. But the message is there, so. And this channel is not a channel that's necessarily, like you say, words are only words. We're not a channel to worry about hurty words. We're not a channel to get upset about hurty words and feelings. No sir, this is not a liberal channel. Right, let's bring up that music again. That was a bit of a rant, that, wasn't it? Oh, I can't do this yet, for fuck's sake. Now my question is, if I'm in the bunker, let's get rid of me for a second. If I'm in the bunker wanting to do this, will it allow me to do it? If I stay in the bunker, will it turn blue on the map and allow me to continue? Or do I have to exit the bunker, come back? Yeah, there you go. It'd have been nice to stay in the bunker, but... Oh, this one. This one's not too bad. So, I don't know if anybody... I think this is the most active my chat's ever been. But... I did ask at the top of the live chat if there are any games out there in 2026 other than GTA 6 that you're looking forward to, because where the fuck am I going? Yep, that's the way. This is the way. Other than GTA 6, have we got 27th of May James Bond First Light, which we'll be playing on the channel, and Batman Legacy on the... James Bond's the 27th of May, Batman's the 29th of May, but between now and there's not really anything to get excited about. We will be playing the Star Trek Voyager game here on the channel, but in terms of new games, see, Resident Evil... I've never been one for horror games. I played Alien Isolation. That was good fun. But I've never been one for horror games, mainly because, like, you shoot these things. I've seen, like, obviously Resident Evil games where you just shoot your gun at them, fill them full of lead, and nothing happens. I've never been a big fan of horror games. I understand it's a big game and something to look forward to, but so if you could tell me what is it about horror games that gets you going. That's maybe the wrong way of saying it. Yeah, sending Instagram reels to your friends sometimes can be especially like new pals and stuff like that, can be a risky game, especially if you've got dark humour. That's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, when you start a new job and you find that one new co-worker who's a little bit sadistic like yourself, it's a godsend. Yeah, the atmosphere in horror games is pretty interesting. That is a good point. And I did play, was it Resident Evil Veronica on the Dreamcast? I enjoyed that. Fuck am I yawning for? It's only 4:30 in the afternoon.
Hello? Okay, gonna cost a little.
So we got Resident Evil 9. Is there anything else? And again, is it a knock-on effect from Grand Theft Auto 6 being originally scheduled for the early part of this year? But then that wasn't out till May, so... But I will say, I am looking forward to GTA 6. But I'm very much aware of the fact that, like, screenshots and stuff like that, we've seen it before with GTA 4 and 5, where the screenshots and parts of the trailer are, how do I say, exaggerated in their ability of what they can actually do. You know, I remember a screenshot of, I forget what beach it was, out in Chumash. Let's bring it up on the... It was out this area here, and it had a load of people on it. Well, you go there in the actual game, there's nobody there. So specially curated parts of screenshots and trailers. While the game, I'm no doubt GTA 6 is going to knock my socks off. You know, I do look at screenshots and trailers realistically as sort of concepts. Yeah, I can understand the whole having gone off video games in recent years. I can fully understand it. I was like that as well. Obviously, I started this YouTube channel to play video games and stuff, but yeah, I can. I mean, I don't know how old you are. Me myself being 40. You know, I remember like the PS2 era and. Well, I mean, my first console was a Sega, I want to say Master System. I didn't have it for very long before I upgraded to the Mega Drive, but still. I think the tide is turning away from live service games back to single player narrative games, and that's why that James Bond game, which back in the day wouldn't have got a lot of hype, has got a lot of hype now. That James Bond game has got a lot of hype because you don't see a lot of great AAA story narrative games, right? You do see quite a lot from sort of indie developers, and they are, I'm not knocking them at all, but what I'm talking about is AAA video game developers putting out decent titles. You know, back when we had like Ubisoft is a good prime example. Back when we had like Ubisoft pumping out Splinter Cell and Assassin's Creed and, you know, all these other games that were just absolutely phenomenal. You don't see a lot of that anymore. And I'm very much, obviously, a very single player game orientated individual. I do like Grand Theft Auto and I do like multiplayer games, but at the sacrifice of having single player games, and then you get the slop like FIFA every year and stuff like that. I mean, obviously I bought them when I was younger, but I don't buy FIFA games anymore, and so there's a lot less that I buy, and certainly a lot less that I'm sort of interested in. So I can fully understand being as not into games as you used to be. I know I ranted about that quite a bit, but I think the point is valid. And so, look at this stick drift. Jesus. Yeah, I think the loss of so many decent single player games in favour of multiplayer, certainly online service games as a service,
You just have to find the container or shipped it, and I'll send you a pic.
You know, what was that one from EA that got shut down? Anthem? You know, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, that looks really good. That looks awesome. And then on the screen, it went live service, multiplayer shit. And I was just like, nah, I'm out. And then you look at games, Titanfall 2. The storyline in that, I tell you what, fantastic. So yeah, I would like to see a return to single-player narrative games. And maybe you've gone off games for a different reason. Maybe you're a little bit older and it doesn't float your boat anymore. Motherfucker. You know, standing behind something indestructible is cheating. Right, let's go and get the... Oop, fucking hell. Yeah, not every game needs a franchise. Manage vehicle. Let's return vehicle to storage. But yeah, I would really like to see Assassin's Creed get back to being awesome again. I just don't think Ubisoft's got it in them. Oh shit. I've been duped. There it is. I mean, how long has it been since we had a Splinter Cell game? They were top tier. And then you think Metal Gear Solid as well. You know, Metal Gear Solid Delta was awesome. They're just going to pump... You can see it now. They're just going to pump out
He's gonna strip it, hand us the
remake after remake of the Metal Gear Solid series now.
You can do it yourself if you wanted to.
Which will be great, don't get me wrong. And I'm all for it. But they're not adding anything new. Advancing the storyline. You know, I used to love stealth games like Splinter Cell. And I mean, to be fair, I did enjoy Assassin's Creed Shadows. The game itself, I thought it wasn't too bad. Obviously there was a lot of controversy around it, which sank it before it even had chance to float. But I think in terms of actual gameplay, AC Shadows wasn't too bad. You know, it's pretty solid. It obviously had the Assassin's Creedy bits where you're like in a bush and you're like, how can they not see me? In any sense. But they're game mechanics. And obviously the controversy of Yasuke. Yes, everybody lost their mind the first time they saw that. You shoot out the light bulb. What? Absolutely lost their mind. And of course, it was such an obvious mechanic. It was great. Again, this is the bonus of having the chop shop right next to the car wash, you know. I can't use that door. Yeah, banging. Absolutely banging.
So, we got another network that's getting traction in town. And you know what? That really fucks with our market outlook. I've sent you the location of a present we're gonna leave them. Go grab it.
All the Splinter Cell games are fucking amazing. Double Agent as well. Splinter Cell Double Agent. I don't know, honestly, I don't know how they can leave a franchise like that on the cutting room floor. A remake of the original would be cool, but then a complete refresh and reboot, because I doubt Michael Ironside necessarily wants to come back to reprise the role of Sam Fisher. But that's certainly something you can have a spin-off of. Again, though, a problem, I saw this with Ubisoft the other day. They want to go back to Assassin's Creed. What was it? Assassin's Creed Rainbow Six. And something else as yearly franchises. I was like, it doesn't work like that. Those yearly franchises like that do not work, because you can't come up with a decent enough storyline in that time, and there's no innovation between the games. Is he alright? No, he's fucked, mate.
Get it!
Nice. Yeah, you're not wrong about Marvel. However, I think having the Russo brothers back and having a bit of a gap between films will pay dividends. I'm looking forward to the next Avengers film. Mainly because I'm a big fan of Thor. But, like I say, Assassin's Creed Shadow was a good game. It wasn't Assassin's Creed. For me, it peaked with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Maybe Unity as well, but definitely Brotherhood. But again, Unity. So when they tried to shoehorn in playing multiplayer. No, can we just have a mechanic where we play offline? What the fuck am I? And this is why the Mark II oppressor is a worthwhile investment.
Between that dirty money and the party powder in my pockets, I think we'd have a tough time talking ourselves out of it.
We got. Yeah, you're not wrong. It did have a different feel. After, can I say the third one? Which one is it where the main guy stabs? Was it Lucy? He's in a lucid state and he stabs her.
Everything all right?
I have to do a car wash now. Everything after that just wasn't as good. You know, instead of now being in a
All right, time to balance the books. The client wants the car picked up and given a little VIP treatment. Washed and returned in perfect condition. You got this kind of stuff.
Sorry, are you?
instead of like being in a pod and going into your dreams, it was all done remotely. And just nah. And I still don't think they've picked up the main storyline again, have they? Desmond, that was it. Desmond. I don't think that story was ever concluded.
Lockbox in the property. You just gotta grab it.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah. Again, it's yeah, too much. You can have too much of a good thing. You really can have too much of a good thing. Oh, fucking hell, I didn't mean to shoot a missile there. You know, it's like relationships as well, really. You know, there's that girl you're really into, and then she starts liking you back and wanting to spend all that load of time with you, and you're like, oh, can I get 5 minutes on my own? You know, so you go from liking her to completely disliking her because she's spending too much time with you. Just back off. But yeah. Jessica Riley in the chat, how are you? Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're doing well. Hoping you're having a fantastic evening or afternoon, wherever it is. Another banger of a car. We had that V12 earlier, which roared like a lion, and this is doing the same. Having thought about it, that would probably be the saddest thing about when we finally make the switch over to driverless cars and self-drive cars. This will lose Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? Desmond sacrificed himself in the third one. I'll have to look it up on YouTube when we're finished here. Story of Desmond Miles. But again, lost interest. It was too much, too soon, too quickly, and you just lose interest. Made some decent money in this live stream. Going to spend a huge chunk of it tomorrow though when we get the agency. Like I say, that would probably be around midday UK time. Mainly because from what I've heard, it takes a good few hours to go ahead and do the contract, get the agency, do all the bits. You got to wait for Franklin to call you at certain points. So I wanted to give myself the maximum amount of time to crack on, you know. Yeah, the shows, the Marvel shows. Loki was fantastic. So was WandaVision. But it did get too much. Again, it's too much of a good thing. Spider-Man was awesome. Guardians. I liked Guardians.
You know,
I'm not really... I don't know whether Guardians was... The nightclub is giving us 100 grand. What the fuck is going on? Guardians... I'm not entirely sure I like the way Guardians left off with them all going off. I'm not sure there was really any need for that. Obviously, Drax didn't... The actor who plays Drax... didn't want to be in it anymore because of his, you know, it was hard for him to maintain. Raul Batista? David Batista? Who's Raul Batista? Was that a character in GTA 6? Anyway, Dave Batista, yeah, that was it. Didn't want to be, he didn't want to do it anymore. And that's fair enough, you know, because it's hard to keep up that physique, as I would imagine if I had a physique like that, but...
Hello, hello.
Should we sell this? Yeah, let's sell this. Why not? Why not? But yeah, but I wasn't keen on the way they left off Guardians 3.
oh,
But at least Star-Lord's on Earth, so I'm hoping he'll be in the next Avengers. And I hope they wrap up the Gamora storyline for him as well. He either moves on to somebody new or, you know, something happens there. Little Cortez. Is it Cortez? It has been a long time, so... Jessica Riley, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, this is one of my... I love these sale missions. Super easy. Yeah, welcome to the 1,000 subscribers celebration live stream. It's yeah, it's great. Great to get through that milestone, get to the other side of it. And yeah, this live stream, I mean, usually on a Thursday we do a live stream where, you know, we check out the new GTA Online update. But this one, you know, is... that, but also getting to know people, getting to know the new subscribers, letting them know who I am a little bit, giving them a bit of a welcome. So, you know. Yeah, I'm hoping they do 4th, 5th, and 6th, or that sort of thing. You know, do continue the storyline of the Guardians. But who's going to take the helm? Oh shit! Snacks. Also, I do have to say, I'm glad Taika Waititi isn't doing fucking Thor anymore. Love and Thunder was just what the fuck. Because it wasn't really that funny. Let's be honest. And I never forget the bit at the end where he's like, they've got all the kids and they're about to fight Gore, whatever his name is, and the bad monsters. And so Thor goes to all the kids. He goes, I imbue you temporarily with the power of Thor. So all the kids have the power of Thor because temporarily he gave them a copy of all his powers, right? Why didn't he do that in fucking Endgame? Why didn't he give all the Avengers the power of Thor? Why did he do it in Love and Thunder? It just didn't make any goddamn sense. And I'm unapologetic for my position in this, to be honest with you. Christian Bale was good in it, but Christian Bale's good in everything. I'm quite miffed at the direction DC have taken. If they had managed to get him back as Batman for the Justice League, as well as Henry Cavill for Superman, I would have been fantastic. They wanted to rush it. What the fuck? Cheese? Reset? Cheese Rassat. Came from the Norgler video. Yeah, a lot of people have done that today. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you as part of the channel. Glad to have you here on the live stream. This is one of 2 live streams today, because we got the developer direct. Normally we do this a little bit later in the day, but since we got the developer direct at 6 o'clock, I thought I'd jump on a little bit earlier today.
What the hell? Oh my god!
But yeah, that what the fuck with Love and Thunder. And they turned Thor back into idiot Thor as well, with all the character progression that they did in Endgame, Infinity War and Endgame, and then they just went, oh, we're going to turn him back into an idiot. Why?
Sorry.
But luckily the Russo brothers, it would appear in the new movie, have restored him back to some semblance of powerful Thor. You know, thoughtful, sort of grief-stricken Thor, really. No, you also hear from the Nogla and Terrorizer side of the algorithm. Yeah, good. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I will keep it up. So much love. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining the channel and liking what we do over here in the channel. Like I say, today's live stream is very much a welcome to everybody, and you know, a way of introducing ourselves to all the new subscribers, because it has been straight up. I mean, this time 2 days ago I was sat at 700 subscribers, and while I never did that video to get subscribers or get clout or, you know, do anything like that, you know, I was expecting maybe 5 views on the video as per normal. You know, I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad that the algorithm has sorted us out, put us together. That video maybe helps the algorithm find the audience for the channel, and that's the biggest thing to get over when you're a YouTuber, is how do you get the channel to know your audience? And hopefully we found it. Hopefully this is that hump got over, and it's just a straight shot to the moon. Straight shot to quitting my job. Although I don't know if I would, actually. Would I quit my job or just not do it to the point where they fire me? Just keep the money rolling in. Now, here's a question. Who needs Molotovs when you've got rockets? Although, having said that, I still need the Molotovs tonight. Duh. Well, one didn't burn. Oh.
There must be more inside. Break in and torch the rest.
Shit. I could have put him out of his misery, but I'd much rather watch him burn. How is hiding behind a desk doing that much?
Take him out! Oh my God! Take him out!
Ah!
I'm coming for you!
My dog's just shit herself. No, it's alright, Ruru.
those fuckers. They got a load of fake cash out of there before you arrive. So I pinged this location, destroy it, and...
Up, over, and lock on. That is it. Make content while at work. Smash both together. Maximize the income. Yeah, I like it. And demand a raise for all your for the free advertising. Yeah, I'd get fired pretty quickly if I live stream my work. Since it's all sort of Ministry of Defence stuff. Right, grind timer is down, done and dusted. So, I will say, let's bank. We got any money in the bank? That's 70,000. So, I will say thank you to everybody for joining us for tonight's live stream. I know it's been, what do I say? A weird one. Obviously, this is a little bit shorter than we usually do. For Grand Theft Auto Online update day, but I just wanted to give everybody a flavour of what we do here on the channel, and I hope everybody else enjoyed it, and continue, you know, subscribers continue to go up. So yeah, I hope you like what you found here on the channel. We will be back with another live stream later on for the developer direct, hopefully just to maybe see some Fable stuff on there. So I mean, I know we're going to see Fable stuff on there, but maybe get a release date, something juicy, you know. And I mean, when we do like the video game awards and stuff like that, I don't know if anybody out there is from the UK and watched the Eurovision where Terry Wogan just sits there, basically taking the piss out of the live event. That's all we do. So I shall see you for that one in an hour and a bit. As always, like, share, continue subscribing, and I shall see you very soon.